welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah if you're new here. Oh, excuse me. And welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. Today, we are going to talk about how I survive my period, how I do. So, if you guys do stuff that's different, or if you guys do some of these things and they don't work for you, then they don't work for you. But I just want to say what I do to survive my period. You guys already know, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And also follow me on my social media. Follow me on Instagram at _Mariah Simone. And follow me on Twitter at _Mariah Simone with 3 E's. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so before I even start this video, if you guys hear a lot of yelling, I do live next to some bars and stuff like that. So it is a Friday night and people are lit. So I can't control LA. I'm sorry. And secondly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was supposed to make a cook with me video today, but I didn't feel like cooking. I didn't really feel like doing anything. But I knew I had to get a video up for Vlogmas. So I was like, you know what? How about I talk about what I'm actually going through and maybe it can help somebody. So yes, it is that time of the month, and during this time, I like to give myself the opportunity to do my best. So yes, I am coming at you guys with my dog. I got my dog on. I got my pajama jams, like Aaron says in The Office. Oh my gosh, I was just watching that episode yesterday when Andy went to her house and she answered the door and she was like, Andy, I'm in my pajama jams. I don't know why that took me out, but it did. I love The Office. But anyways, let's get into this video. So the first thing that I have, which by the way, this isn't gonna be split up specifically into like mental. These are things that are good for your mental health, and these are great things that are good for your physical health, because honestly, they both can help in ways. So it's just what helps me survive my period both mentally and physically. So the first thing, and they're not written down in any specific order also. All right, so the first thing that I have written down is peppermint tea. So peppermint tea actually is scientifically proven to help with cramps. And I pulled it up for you guys so I could read you the specifics of what it says. So it says the antispasmodic effect of menthol eases constricting muscles, particularly those in the walls of the uterus. Drinking 2 or 3 cups a day of peppermint tea during the days leading up to and during menstruation helps soothe menstrual cramps for many women. So yes, it does help with cramps. It helps me with my cramps, not as much as some other things that I'll mention, but it does help not only with just the physical settling of the cramps, but it also just helps me feel relaxed, to be honest, and refreshed. So I do like drinking peppermint tea. I haven't had agave for a minute, so I just drink it by itself, and I have loose leaf tea. So I just put it in my little diffuser. I put it in some hot water and I let it steep for like 6 minutes, and then I take it out. And I drink that all the time when I'm on my period. So you guys should try that if you haven't. So the second thing that I have written down is a heating pad. I've been doing this since I first got my cramps, but a heating pad has been my saving grace. I don't know what I would do without my heating pad. I really don't. So if you guys haven't used a heating pad for your cramps, I don't really know. What that does to help is also just relaxing your muscles so that they don't, I don't know, I literally feel the heating pad like calming down the contracting muscles around it, and it just helps and it soothes it, and then it just like puts a muffle on the war that's going on in your uterus. So yes, the third thing that I have written down is also involved with heat, and it is taking baths. So baths can also help with cramps because they're hot, but how I use a bath isn't really to help with my cramps. It is to relax me. This is one of those physical and mental health things, because sometimes I get different symptoms depending on how active I am or not active, or what I've been eating leading up to my period. So it really is case by case for me. But sometimes I have like an achy body when it's that time of the month, so taking a bath really helps my achy body, and I'll put a bath bomb in there that may make it just smell good, or also helps with my achy body. Or you guys could use Epsom salt, which I want to get Epsom salt for days like that I just want to soothe my body and not have to waste my money that I spent on my bath bombs. You know, I want to like just save my bath bombs for more of like special baths. But anyways, yes, I like to take baths. I'll read or I'll write. And that just really helps me calm down and relax. And also, that's a time where I kind of like self-reflect. So you know how as women, sometimes during this time of the month, we may say things that we don't mean, or even to ourselves, like we get in our head and we get depressed, stressed, things like seem absurdly like terrible in your world. So I feel like me reserving times to quiet down and just think and become rational is very helpful for me to survive my period, because I can get very depressed on my period. And it's not really that fun. I wouldn't say that I have, what is it called when you get depressed on your period all the time? It's called PDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder. And it's where you get like severe depression, anxiety, or seasonal affective disorder. But so I wouldn't say that I have that, but I do definitely, my symptoms just get higher in those things, I think, sometimes. So like this period, like I'm actually doing really good, even in the cramps category, but I'm just feeling very, very tired and lethargic. And I guess my mind is like running a bit, but I am being very self-aware right now so that I don't let my mind lose me, you know? That's one thing about me. I don't know if that's because I'm an Aquarius or because I was raised by a very self-aware, thoughtful mom, that like I never want to lose control of my thoughts. I just don't. And so when I am feeling like I can't control how I feel in my moods, that's really difficult for me. I know that one of my therapists when I was living in Washington, she had recommended I go on, she recommended it, but she didn't say I needed to, but she was saying how birth control could help because I was experiencing PMS symptoms before my period, on my period, and after my period, which is 3 weeks out of the 4 weeks that we have in a month. And she was like, we need to give you a good month. And like I was like, girl, yes, but I'm scared to take birth control because I don't want to mess up what my body's doing, you know. As far as mental health, I've been trying different options right now because I didn't want to worry about weight gain or weight loss or anything like that, or just messing with my hormones is kind of scary to me. So that's why I didn't do that, but that is an option for you guys. I do know friends who take birth control just for the cramps because they had it so bad they couldn't even come to school. So if that is you, then maybe ask your doctors about that because that is an option. And I know plenty of people who do that, so I'm not against that. But for me, I didn't feel like it was necessary yet. I wanted to try some other things out. Yes, I take baths. I try to be self-aware. That's my time to think and just calm myself down. So my fourth thing goes along with that whole self-awareness, and that is my girl Miss Marijuana. So I started smoking weed for cramps, I think 2 years ago. I used to take Advil quite often when I was on my period, and that was just so bad for me health-wise. But I had really bad cramps, and I didn't know what to do. The heating pad wasn't helping, and the Advil was making me sick on my period. So now I'm sick from the Advil and I'm on my period. So it was just hell. And the boyfriend I was with wasn't really understanding of a period. I shouldn't say of a period, but he didn't understand how bad it was for me. He was one of those people who like go, I've never met a girl that goes through this or feels this way. First of all, guys, if you're watching this, never, ever say that to a girl. Like, first of all, how simple-minded are you to think that everybody has the same period symptoms? But secondly, just don't say that because that's rude. But anyways, it was just very difficult. I was like taking so many Advils. I was taking, I think, like 4, at one point 5 Advils every 4 hours. It was bad, I know. I found my girl Miss Marijuana, and that has helped me with so much. That is the number one, other than my heating pad, thing that has helped me on my period and helped me stay sane and happy and not feel like my insides were gonna come out. I wrote next to Miss Marijuana though, CBD. So for those of you who don't want to have psychoaffective symptoms that come from marijuana, I totally understand. Try CBD. I am going to be getting a CBD salve or balm so I can rub that on my stomach. Sometimes I don't want to get high, but I do want my pain to go away. So I have CBD vapes, but I do want to try like salves just to get into it. So try either CBD or marijuana, but it helps completely. And there are specific strains that help more specifically for cramps. So you guys can download the app Leafly, and it's really cool. I've been using it for a while, and I just love doing research on different strains and what they help with. It's just fun for me. But you can download the app Leafly, and it'll literally tell you. Here, I'll look it up for you guys. So before I read these strains, any strain is going to help with your cramps. It doesn't matter. But to have fun with it and see if one helps more than the other, or if one helps but also keeps you more aware than the other, or affects you better, or puts you to sleep, like, do your own research, figure out what works best for you. But these have written down Solomatic CBD, one has White Widow, 3 Sour Diesel, 4 Royal Cheese, 5 Shining Silver Haze, and it says why. But I'm smoking something that is not even one of those. It's Blue Dream, and it just helps just fine. So Miss Marijuana has been my saving grace, but try CBD out, because that's something that I will use when I need to be all the way there. And you don't need to smoke a lot of it either. Literally, you can just take one hit. It just depends on you. But that has helped me the most, and it has helped me not have to take Advil. So I've been feeling way better since I have stopped taking too many Advils. I sometimes will still take Advil, maybe 1 or 2, but it's nowhere near, and that's when my cramps are like extremely bad, and that's probably because my diet wasn't that great. So the 5th thing that I wrote down was keep my mind on things that make me happy and keep me calm. So this is something that is for me. So like when I'm on my period, what I'm not about to do is watch a scary movie or watch something that's gonna make me feel like I don't want to feel. Sometimes when I'm on my period, I want to cry, so then I'll watch a movie that makes me cry, because maybe that made me happy because I wanted to do it. But I just don't do stuff that's not going to make me happy. I watch all the chick flicks that I want, or I watch Bob Ross, or I watch YouTube videos. Like, I do stuff that makes me happy. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that, because why am I not going to try to make this time a little bit better for myself? So I know that probably seems simple, but you know, some people may not put 2 and 2 together, or maybe they are around people that aren't really making them happy. Like, I keep myself around people that make me happy, and on my mind focus on things that make me happy. So that is something that I recommend. Oh, some people color in like a paint by numbers book or something like that. Some people write. Like, do something that makes you feel happy and keeps your mind stimulated on those things that make you happy. Because like I said, for me, my brain is a very malleable thing when it's that time of the month. And I just try to really hone in on things that are like that are gonna be positive for me and my well-being. So I recommend you guys do the same. So the 6th thing that I wrote down was do things that are going to make me happy, even things that I don't want to do at that moment. So, for example, I didn't want to film this video because I'm tired and I don't feel like it, but I would feel worse the next day if I skipped out on a video, and I would have regretted it, and then it would have made me happy, and then maybe it would have been a downward spiral of, okay, well now I don't want to do another video because I skipped, or maybe it'll open up a door to skip again, you know? So doing this video now, and then afterwards, once it's done being edited and it's put up, I'll be like, I did that. So that is an example that I would use. Something else that's more relatable for those of you who don't make YouTube videos would be like doing the dishes, or cleaning up your bed. Oh, here's something, changing your sheets. I just washed my sheets, now I gotta put them on my bed, but I'll do that later. I washed my sheets, used some fabric softener that smells good. Now my sheets are gonna be soft, and I'm gonna have fresh linen, so that when I go to bed, I'll be really proud that I did that for myself. So that's what I mean. So I mean, the first 2 are kind of the same, do things that make you happy, but I also wanted to specify, do things that will make you happy more in the long run, because for me, that has really been what helps. Because if you just do that stuff that makes you happy short term, and you just throw away all the things that you need to get done, you'll end up feeling worse about yourself, or at least I will end up feeling worse about myself. And then that will lead into not so good period experience. The 7th thing that I wrote down is exercise and drink water. I would have separated it, but I wanted to keep this at 10, so I had to combine them. So exercising has been something for me that has helped my cramps tremendously. Back when I used to dance, I never got cramps, you guys. Like, I never got cramps. And it's because my body was moving. Now, I mean, I'm sure there are some people who are active and they still get cramps, but I just know that then I would not get cramps. And then I stopped exercising as much and I started to get cramps, and they got worse and worse the less active I got. So getting into the gym has helped. I need to get in the gym way more, but regardless, me just staying active has helped. I've been doing a lot of stuff because of VLOGMAS, and I think that's why my cramps aren't that bad, because my body has been moving, and I've been eating pretty good, you know, so my body is healthy, so it's helping this time a lot more than if I was loading up on dairy and stuff that is not so good for your body when you're going through this time. Which leads me to number 8. Don't consume a lot of dairy. So I looked it up and it said dairy is a major part of a well-balanced diet, but eating too much cheese or consuming too many milk-based products on your period can cause your period cramps to worsen. In fact, dairy can lead to bloating, gas, and diarrhea, according to Healthline. So play it safe and skip the ice cream. Honestly, I don't really consume that much dairy anymore even. I use oat milk, so if I want some hot chocolate, I'll be good because I have oat milk. But like, I try to eat not as much cheese. I still will eat cheese, I like it. But I just try not to do too much, because it is true. I feel my cramps worsen. I feel myself bloat way more when I have too much dairy. So do not do it if you don't have to. Also, when it says play safe and skip the ice cream, I'm not telling you to not eat ice cream. I'm just saying moderation, and just listen to your body first and foremost. You know, there are dairy-free options for ice cream, by the way. If you really want ice cream, but you know that it does affect you negatively, maybe try dairy-free ice cream. Or don't eat as much ice cream, or maybe don't eat ice cream with too much sugar. I don't know, you know what I mean? Just listen to your body and try to really give yourself the tools to succeed. You know, if you feel, because that's the one thing, I think sometimes we have this habit of indulging in the stuff that we're just used to on our periods, and maybe we are making our periods worse. And maybe we should just be more mindful of what we are taking in during this time and really listen and be like, you know what, I need to stop eating ice cream every period. Even though I'm thinking that's something I get excited to do, maybe I need to just change to dairy-free ice cream. Maybe that will help me. So just listen to your body and make decisions that work best for you. So the 9th thing that I have written down is something else not to drink, and that is caffeine. Do not consume too much caffeine. So like the peppermint tea is caffeine free, but during this time I don't drink coffee really, unless I have to, and even then I regret it. And I don't drink tea with caffeine, because that does not help me at all. It makes it worse. So don't drink caffeine, and it actually says not to. I'll read why it says not to. So one of the things that it says, and this was in 2019, April of 2019 to be exact, it says caffeinated beverages, yes, including coffee, can contribute to increased breast tenderness during your period. Additionally, studies show that caffeine blocks GABA in the brain, the downer neurotransmitter, which results in anxiety and increased heart rate, escalating symptoms of PMS. So I definitely could agree to that. So I try to stay away from caffeine during this time, because like I said, I feel like my body is very susceptible to wanting to go down during this time. So I try to do stuff that's gonna bring me up. So that's what I do. So the last thing that I have written down is to keep an environment that makes me feel calm. So what I mean by that is keeping my space tidy, the way that I know will make me feel the best. Sometimes during this time, it can just get all cluttered. That's gonna do nothing for you. At least it does nothing for me. So I have to clean. So I just choose to clean up during this time. And sometimes I'll be able to know I'm about to start my period, and then I'll just clean right before. But like tomorrow, I have a party, and I was gonna clean today, but I just didn't feel like it. But I'm going to be waking up early, cleaning my house, and getting it in a place where I feel very happy and comfortable being in it. So I recommend you guys do that. Plus, that's gonna be something else that in the long run, it's going to make you feel proud. And you're gonna be like, oh, I did all that while feeling like this. I am a rock star. So that is all the things that I have for you guys today. Let me know down in the comments below if you have ideas that work for you. Things that I can try out that maybe I haven't tried before, and then let me know if I taught you guys something new that you guys didn't know. But that is gonna be it for today. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at _MariahSimone, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter at _MariahSimone with 3 E's. All right, you guys, until tomorrow, bye.